Alright guys, so I'm coming out here to adjust my hood just because I'm bored. So this hood is lifted in this area right here, about half an inch. So I'm going to lower this down. So the way I'm going to try to do this is pretty much loosen up these bolts, and this bracket right here has enough adjustment that it should lower the hood just a hair. And honestly, anything will help right now to lower this hood, because it's kind of annoying every time I'm driving from the driver's seat. I can see the hood up and it just looks like it's all out of whack. So I'm pretty sure this is a 10. It's probably a 10. My bad. So anyways, it's a 10 meter mirror socket. I'm gonna loosen this up, and then we're gonna see if I can bring it down. But let me put the camera down real quick. Alright, so I lowered both bolts, and if you look right above the bolts, you can see these holes are slotted, so I can push down on the hood. It's gonna take some effort. Again, I'm gonna put the camera down because I need 2 hands and I don't have nobody helping me film. So basically what I'm gonna do is right loose. I'm gonna push it down, and I'm gonna tighten it up. Pretty much this bracket has a hole, like an oval hole, and it's oval like that. I don't know if you can tell. And I'm basically just going to slide the bracket down, making the hood come down, and I'm tightening everything back up. But that's pretty much how you lower one of these hoods. Pretty easy. Okay, moment of truth. I basically lowered that end and did some adjustment with the hinge in this area, so the hood could be somewhat straight. It's better. Still pretty bad on this side, but then again, I think the fender it's lower. It might have to be realigned. But this side over here is great. It's nice and flat now. The gap from here all the way over there is nice. The gap right here, it's pretty thick, but it's flat with the hood, but it's a pretty thick gap. So maybe the fenders has to be adjusted, especially the one on this side, because if you look closely, it looks like it's down going this way and tucked in. And if you look at the fender with the door, it's actually more in than the door itself. So this fender has to be adjusted, and the cowl wiper area is adjusted with the hood and looks 100 times better. And now when I drive, I don't have to keep looking at this gap no more. I'm gonna open up the hood, tighten everything up, and call that a win. Making a little video here just to vent a little bit, I guess, to the YouTube world. This is my wife 2023 Toyota Highlander, and about a few weeks ago, maybe a few months ago, somebody scuffed up the rear end, and I tried my best to polish everything out and then wax it. I took most of the scratches off up here. You can see me high, but right now when I took it to the car wash, since I guess all the dirt came off the car, it appeared more, especially here. It looks worse on camera than it does in person. One thing that I noticed is that this is scuffed white, so maybe it was a white car that scuffed a white car. This is a black paint with blue sparkles. It's hard to tell right now because I'm in the shade, but if you come over here, this Highlander has very, I don't know if you can tell, very sparkly paint. It got like flakes on it, and it's like blue. But the car is actually black. It's just, I guess, it's in the clear coat. So I'm going to try to figure out how much it costs to get this paint corrected. I'm not going through insurance because I don't want my rates going up high, and they already have went up because I added my Camry in my truck. So I'm going to see if I can get this paint corrected. I know you probably can sand this down and polish it more and get it corrected that way, but I'm not doing that. I'd rather have a professional do it. You know, people will be like, oh, you just sand it down and polish it and they be done. No, I'd rather have somebody do the job for me because I don't have the patience. And if this is deep, which I don't think it's that deep. I know if you wet it, it goes away. You can take most of it out. That's some of my spit. But hopefully they could clean that up and then clean this rubber piece too. It's a shame because this car is literally a year old, just hit a year old. We bought this car about a year ago, and it just hit 9,000 miles on it, and there's really no scratches or blemishes or anything on the paint because it's a brand new car. It's our first brand new car. We had other nice cars, but this is our first brand new, new unit to us. And it's a really good car, and it's a shame because the paint is really good. It's a shame because it's a brand new car and we're trying to take care of it. I literally just got the oil change, tires rotated and all, thanks to Toyota. But unfortunately, you deal with people that can't drive for shit nowadays. Excuse my French, but it is kind of frustrating. I know I don't want to show it because the people don't live there anymore in privacy. But right across the street from my house, there was a family that lived there, and in this driveway over here, and it got to the point that the lady backed into the car. I couldn't park no cars out here. They moved, and I got new people there, and they know how to drive. And honestly, we parked the car so far up here, and the street is really big and so close to the curve, as you could tell, that I'm not worrying about them because they're pretty good drivers. The people that lived there before hit my wife's door, hit the trash cans, literally backed to the curve here, hit the trash cans, knocked them over. And, you know, I ain't saying anything because they had a handicapped kid in the van and stuff happens, but the lady in that house really needed her to drive. Luckily, these people that moved in, they're nice. They know how to drive, and knock on plastic here. We've been pretty good with them. I'm going inside because I'm tired of running around all day. I got the crickets from my son's gecko, and I got groceries in the back. I am going to go start dinner, and then I am going to start working on the truck.